Hellcat.
Hello and welcome back to the channel, where our review of sorts is a little bit different today because, as many people may or may not know, there have been a couple of Sega magazines which have been sporadically released every month or 2 months or so. The issues are coming out and they are Sega Mania and Sega Powered. Now, with the latest issue of Sega Powered, it came with the first Dreamcast demo disc for over 20 years. So I thought today we would take a look at the 4 playable games that are on the demo, what the videos are as well, and see if these games are worth picking up or playing today. So when you hit the main menu, you'll see you've got demos, trailers, music and credits. Heading into the demos, you can take a look at the 4 games that are playable that are on offer. So the 4 games are Shadow Gang's Intrepid Izzy, Flea and Driving Strikers. So I thought we would take a look at Driving Strikers first, as I hadn't heard anything at all about this one. One thing I noticed on the demo disc is that the loading times are incredibly long. I'm not sure what the reason is for that, maybe because it was difficult to program a Dreamcast game demo disc or something like that. Could potentially be the case. So the idea for Driving Strikers is, I believe, that it's a car-based football game. Now, I've never seen any footage for this at all, obviously never played it, so yeah, it was kind of interesting when I actually started playing it. Now, with the editing of the video, I have actually cut out a lot of the loading times because, like I said, they are really painful once the game loads up. You can see the companies, the independent companies who developed this game, Driving Strikers. We have a choice of a quick match or viewing the credits, but I'm not interested in the credits, so let's just see what the game actually played like. It's very simple. Pick a team, pick the other team, and then head to the pitch, if you want to call it the pitch. So once the game was loaded and I was attempting to control my car, I quickly realized that this is an absolutely dog turd of a game, if you want to call it a game. It's 2 against 2. You control one of the cars. I was unsure how it controlled to start with, but basically down moves your car down, right to the right, left to the left, up, and there's a jump button as well. I kind of thought it might be tank-like controls, but it wasn't. Unfortunately, it plays absolutely shocking. It's really hard to control your car, very difficult to score, and there is absolutely no enjoyment to be had from this piece of steaming crap. So that is all I'm going to show you for this demo. So next up is Shadow Gangs, and I've skipped out all the loading screens and resetting of the game because it was pretty painful as well. And actually, when I paused the first demo, the whole demo disc froze and I had to turn the Dreamcast off. I think they probably found it difficult to do some of the coding. But anyway, Shadow Gangs is incredibly similar to Shinobi. You control a character, you can pick which color costume he has at the start of the game, and it's a side-scrolling action-adventure game where you're taking down the bad guys and rescuing people who have been kidnapped. Obviously, if you have played a Shinobi game, you will instantly feel at home. This game is definitely far more appealing. It's definitely better to play. It's the graphical quality, yes, it's probably only up there with, you know, it's just kind of like a Mega Drive game in all fairness, but it's crisp and it's sharp. It's got some parallax scrolling in the background too, so it looks pretty good in all fairness. Now, you can go out and buy this game for $29.99 from the company who produced it. So I think it's Wave from their website. Now, that's pretty steep for me because yes, it actually looks pretty good. Yes, it plays really pretty good. But in terms of it being like a full price value game, I think that's probably asking a bit too much. I mean, this is just my humble opinion of the game. Like I said, I think it looks pretty good. I think it plays pretty good. But would I want to shell out £30 to do a whole game like this in this day and age? Probably not. But like I said, it is far more impressive than that monstrosity of a football game that we just saw before. So next up, we've got Intrepid Izzy. Now, I'd seen a little bit of this before. Maybe I've watched a review of it or something at some point. You got a little bit of storyline at the start, and then you head into the game. And it is another two-dimensional platformer. So again, like Shadow Gangs, this game's not bad looking. It's a really nice looking two-dimensional game. Izzy controls pretty well. She's got a punch-in combo attack. She can shoot a photon blast. She can jump. She can do a slide-in attack on the floor. She can do a jumping kick. She can collect keys and unlock doors and all that sort of stuff. And it genuinely is a pretty nice 2D platforming game. Obviously, in this day and age, it's tough to say whether these games have got massive appeal to people. I think probably as like a downloadable game for £5 or £6, this would have appeal, and I think it would probably sell pretty well. But again, like Shadow Gangs, would I go out and spend $29.99 on this in this day and age? Even though, yes, it's nice having new Dreamcast games and stuff so many years after the console met its demise, does that mean you should go out and buy every independently released game? Probably not. I mean, like I said, it plays pretty good. It looks pretty good. Just like Shadow Gangs. Again, I think it's slightly better. It's probably a more complete game than Shadow Gangs, in all fairness. And again, though, it's that sticking point. Would you go out and spend 30 quid on this? Probably not. Again, that's just my opinion. There's probably plenty of people out there who have. But yeah, this game is the star of the demo disc. Last of all, we've got another pile of turd known as Flea. Yes, it really is you controlling a flea, jumping over spikes from level to level. Now, this game is $24.99 on Wave's website, and there is no way in 10 million years would you catch me spending £25 on something as primitive, as unsatisfying as this. It's really just a case of somebody sitting at home mocking this together in a short space of time and then attempting to release it for some money, basically as a novelty thing, because it's a Dreamcast game and they don't come out anymore. So yeah, I would definitely advise you not picking this one up for 25 quid, because it's just definitely not worth it. It is absolute crap. Got a few videos on the demo disc as well, and without a doubt the star of the videos is Xenocider, which is a game that looks like it could have come out on the Dreamcast probably 23 years ago as a genuine title. Unfortunately, this one isn't playable on the demo disc, but I did see a review of it probably a while back from Sega Lord X, and it does actually genuinely look like a much more complete gaming experience probably than any of the other games that are playable on the disc. But like I said, it's not playable, but again, it's another one that can be picked up from the Wave website. We also get some low quality video footage of Flea and Intrepid Izzy as well, before some video footage of a game called Rush Rush Rally Reloaded, a game that doesn't particularly look very impressive, again, much like Flea and the football game. So to end the demo disc, you can also listen to a music track called Kick Bass by someone called Ian Michael. I've no idea what game it's to do with, it's not even particularly good. And the last thing to do on the demo disc is view the credits. So that was the Sega Powered demo disc, which came with issue 5 of the magazine. The magazine actually has a review of Shadow Gangs in, where it's highly praised as being a fantastic game. I think that's probably pushing it a little bit too far in my opinion, and you can also get it on the Switch for a downloadable game at $19.99, so if you wanted to play it, maybe that's the way to do it. Has anybody else bought this magazine, played these demos? What are your opinions on those games? As always, I will be back with more roulette videos on Wednesday and a Saturn review on Sunday, but as it is, goodbye for now.